Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome to the stream. It is, what day is it? I don't know. I haven't even set this up properly. Oh my god, here we go. We're starting with technical difficulties. We'll just start. Technical startle for keys. Right. So, here we are, Thursday morning. Rach, we always start with technical, right? Oh, you want to try? Okay. What's going on? I don't know. Okay, well, it's Thursday. We're doing, we have started a little late. No, don't. I've been trying to load those change logs a lot. Right, now I have a GoRAM chatbot. I do not know what's going on. More technical difficulties. Jesus. Today, what are we doing today? Today we are doing Rach's pasta bake. I was talking to Rach last night, and she suggested that we, there it is. Hey Rach, welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Okay, there's always a Pokemon that gets away right at the beginning of stream that we never see arrive, so I thought we'd see if we could catch it. Nice. So we've already been making notes on the recipe. I'm doubling up the amount we're doing, and we're adding bacon. So Rachel's like, I want to try it with bacon. So I'm like, okay, let's add some bacon to this and see how it runs. The reason I'm doubling up is because that's about 4 cups of pasta, and the recipe calls for 2. So I'm just doubling everything. Double it, just double it with some doubling and doubled. It'll get eaten. Trust me. Alright, knife. Not that one. This one. You didn't say how much cheese to use, you just said, oh no, 1 cup of shredded cheese. So I've gone 250 grams, and we're gonna do half of it in the mix and then half of it on top, and we'll start with that and see if it's going to be enough cheese. But I always already use probably twice as much. The original recipe called for half a cup in and half a cup on. I put the whole cup in and then however much cover on top. Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna get sad from the onions again. I don't want to be onion sad. As always with the stream, we have Twitch safe, royalty free, no copyright music from Carl Casey at Whitebat Audio. Now, you may wonder why I keep doing that every stream. It's because that's the payment he asked for. He says, so I give him the ticker at the start of the thing. I say, go check him out. And that's effectively the royalties that he asked for, assuming gender here, but that he asked for when you go to the YouTube. So that is why I do it extreme. Don't cut the butts. Why am I not cutting the butts? Why am I not cutting the butts? Off. You chop it with the root attached and it's less sad? Okay. I've never heard of that one. No, it's true. I learned it from my mum, and also Gordon Ramsay does it that way. Well, you know, I'll trust your mum over Gordon. What's Gordon know? Bah! Bah! With his cocaine-fueled restaurants. I don't know. I'm gonna look that one up. I'm not sure of it. It feels oddly weird to me. So I'm gonna look it up before I do it. Apparently the maximum amount of onion cry juice is around the root. So if you leave it attached and chop it up and chop up to it and around it, it makes the air less spicy. Ah, okay. Honestly, my trick for that is rinse it. Okay. Something just happened to the music. Nope, there it is. And now that we're getting Crybaby, we're going to do that trick. Ta-da! Alright, I suppose I should get the pot out. Pan. Get the pan out. Used to partially freeze them, which does work, but I'm frequently not prepared enough. Fair. Alright, so I just had an idea. Ooh, if you could throw that in the Discord, Rach, I'll be able to find it later. Okay, do we have browser? Chat. Oh, we do have one of those. Alright, let's see if this works. Alright, and we grab you. Put you down there. If I do this, there we go. Oh, we should probably lift that a bit. There. What do we think? Might be getting a bit cluttered. Don't know. We'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. Hey Captain, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. How you doing this fine day, Cap? Oops. Me sleepy? Cap is sleepy. Sleepy Cap. And now crying because of all the onions. Absolutely, Cap. Ooh. One of these days I'm going to have to cook a dish without onions. We seem to have been doing a lot of dishes lately with onions in it. Or is that just me? Is that my weird perception of the whole thing? Oop, nope, get back in there. Yoink. Missed that one bit. And that one bit. Maybe two bits. You should use more lemons. I use my lemons up in the lemon cordial. They're just poof, gone. I just realised I haven't even got the pasta water going yet. Cubits? Cubits? Okay. I'm not sure what cubits are. Yeah, that's really fun. Oop. Nope. Back. Back, I say. Skadoosh. Because I can. Because I want to put salt in it. Hey Simsy, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Alright. Making a full mess. Yep, wrong way. Is that right? Yes. I don't know. Whoop. Lost that bit. Whoop. What the hell? That's what I get for cutting at angles. Out. Meh. Full as opposed to half mess? Yes, as a half mess. Cut in robuses. There is another big word for the day. Oh, we're red onions weren't so bad. These white ones are kicking my ass. Yeehaw! Shit flying everywhere. Man, these guys do not want to stick together. Yeah. Whew. Sad face. Yep, there's the sniffles coming on. Ah, rhombuses. Right. Sleepy hands? Yeah, I understand that. So, hey, Bin Cap, what have you been up to? Looks like a lot of onion, doesn't it? Super busy with all the things. Yeah, that's fair. I definitely understand that. And there we go. Nice. Ooh. Alrighty. Someone's nicked the tissues out of the kitchen, so I'm just going to have to snuffle my way through it. Ugh. Right. I've been pretty well. We have the new chair out in the studio that is slowly becoming an actual studio rather than a junk room. Built a new green screen yesterday because the entire setup in there has changed. So I needed a bigger green screen, and I needed a big green screen for other projects that I'm going to be doing as well. So yeah. It's chopped onions and 3 tablespoons of broth. Yeah, okay. Right, so I'm going to chop the bacon up to this one as well. Oh, okay. My chopping boards are poofed. Alright, so we're using this one. So yeah, that's we're getting the studio ready to rock, which is always nice. Alright, so let's have a look, see. So we're putting in the camera's frozen. Okay. Okay, chop cam, deactivate, activate. Yep, camera's working again. That camera's still working. Excellent. I don't know what I was saying. I just don't know, Ken. Alright. So we're going to cook the bacon with the onion at this point. Still trying to figure out the basics. You and me both, Kat. You and me both. Right, says the guy who, you know, in 3 seconds added a chat widget to his stream. No, but I'm feeling a lot better about just general getting things done. I've got a setup that's more conducive to my headspace going, okay, it's time to do work and get things done, rather than the workspace or the computer area that I did have that really wasn't a workspace at all. So yeah, I'm happy with that. But we'll see. We will see if my brain copes with it the way I think it will, or whether it throws me another curveball. I don't know what's going to happen. Alright, there we go. So we've got a heap of bacon. We've got a heap of onions. That's not a bad start, right? Camera froze again. Why does the camera keep freezing? Nope. Alright, camera's back. Camera's back. Right. Yep, that's getting there. Kaboom. I'm going to move the bread away from the heat a little bit because, you know, congrats, I think it'll be fantastic. I hope it will be fantastic, yes. I do hope so. And we can start getting the YouTubes up. Get all this stuff on YouTube. Get it up, get it going, yay! Then I've got to start Insta and... Alright, so we're using a store-bought stock today. I know, right? But we had it that we've used up the last of the chicken broth, the homemade stuff, and I haven't had time to make more. So, yeah. Do I need to put the broth in at this point? I think I'll put a broth in. Little bit of broth going. It says 3 tablespoons, so I should probably put a bit more in. There we go. We'll put a bit more in. And onions, go! So we'll get them started. You weren't paying attention? Why not, Rach? What was the question? I was looking up vax records because none of us is sure when we're due for boosters anymore. Yeah, right. That is a lot of onions. Well, they'll reduce down. It'll be fine. We may have to add more bacon. We'll see. Especially if we're going to do all of that. That's about 6 cups of onion. So bacon, we did 250 grams of bacon. So we'll add that into the recipe and see what else we have to do. Alright, so that's cooking. The pasta water is not quite ready. Must be time to chop up some chicken. We'll get that rinsed. So again, we're up to how much chicken? 4 cups of diced cooked chicken. I'm still not sure in regards to COVID, but I'm 3 years overdue for a tetanus. Oh wow, Rach. Yeah, the onions do cook down. Yeah, figured that's what the broth, it was just there for that. Good night, cat. Have a good night. Have a good sleep. A wild hipmom-hop. Oh, Ziggy, what are you doing? I almost kicked you. I haven't even got the chicken out yet. There is literally a cat right in front of me. She is a little numpty. Put a bit more in. Why not? Alright, chicken. I got a chicken, but I had a cheat meal last night. I got myself a dippy dog and a couple of seafood sticks. So, oops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take both of the breasts off the chicken and go from there. Woot. Oh no, this bit of skin fell into my mouth. Guns. If I give Zoogie any chicken, she'll never leave. Alright. Do you usually put the skin in or not, Rach? Because I kind of plan to. Great little knife, but it's too little. Not usually, but there's usually people around eating it before it has a chance to make it. Fair. Well, I'm going to put the chicken, I'm going to put the skin in. Let me give that a little stir while we're at it. Come back. Come back, chicken. Aha. Wishbone. Do I break it with myself and make my own wish? Kind of defeats the purpose, really, doesn't it? Oh no. Maybe some of this skin isn't going to make it. Whoops. Ah. All right, that looks like several cups of chicken. Does to me. It's maybe not quite 4, but it's going to be close. All right. Coffee dragged. All right, I think that is pretty much cooked enough. Slight crunch to put the bacon in. Oh no, bacon fell out. Now, for the record, you may see me picking up like bits of bacon and all that. I clean everything before the start of the stream. Aha. So, if you're worried that I'm just randomly picking stuff off of counters and stuff like that, everything gets a scrub. Just so you know. One of those things I like. It's a little bit cluttered in here at times, but I like working in a clean kitchen. Again, it's one of those headspace things. Oh, look at that bacon. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking 250 grams was just about right. Right, we've got the chicken ready. We've got that's reducing and heating up the bacon. That's not quite boiling yet. Hurry up. Hurry up. Yes, Blackboard. Your kitchen, your choices. Absolutely. Absolutely. What do we got? Alright, we are cooking the onions and bacon. Whoops. Through the and bacon. Cook until tender. Okay, it says 20 minutes. Really? You cook these for 20 minutes? Okay. Mind you, we're probably not far off that, to be honest. Unstick bits of bacon. Bacon flavor. Right, while you cook pasta to packet directions. Wait for it. Wait for it. Huh. All right. So we should probably grate some of this cheese. So cheese, we've got 250 grams. Couldn't find my pen. Oh my god. Alright, cheese. 250 gram separated. I'm not changing it, Rach, I'm just being a bit more accurate. Well, the way I like accuracy anyway. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things that it's kind of, I like doing my recipes in kind of the order of the thing. Like cups of cheese. Cheese is measured in grams. So I like to say, okay, so take half a 250 block and grate it. Now, to me, in my head, that makes more sense. You don't measure the cheese anymore. Nice. That sounds like it needs a stir. And it does. Just starting to get a little bit sticky on the bottom. So let's turn that down a bit. Bring it down to a bit more of a simmer. You can still see through all the what's that called? Steam coming off it. Steam grommet. I cook this about once a fortnight. I don't really measure anymore. Yeah, that's fair. Well, this is my first try. It's my first try. You never know, I may end up putting quite a bit more cheese in it. Alright. So I reckon that's about half. It's about half the block. Okay. We'll do the other half in a minute. You do use slightly less mustard and vinegar? Okay. Oh, and look at that. The pasta water is ready. In goes the pasta. Right, and we set the timer for 10 minutes. I like having just a timer on the computer. That makes life so easy. How much mustard and vinegar have we got? We've got 2 tablespoons of mustard and 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. Yeah, that for our palates, that sounds about right actually. Nice. Alright. The onion's mostly soft, tiny little bit of crunch left, and the bacon is nicely heated through, so I'm happy with that. I've taken it off the heat. I'm just going to let it sit there and cool a bit while the pasta does its thing. Because the pasta we can just rinse in cool water, it cools down no problem. So in the meantime, oh look, we've got a wild Pineco. Do I have a Pineco? I do have one. Nice. Right, so I think that's everything. So I need a giant bowl. It's going to be chockers full. But we have a bowl. Now we should probably start heating the oven. Put that up to 180. Take that out. Move that up. Ta-da! Okay. So chicken, pasta, onions, soup mix, mustard, vinegar. Chicken goes in. Done. Lilu Dallas Multipass. Chicken goes in. Cheese. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to give the chicken a slathering of salt and pepper. Put that layer in there to begin with. Cheese grommet. Soup mix. What are you doing, Zig? Looking for chicken scraps, aren't you? I see you down there. Soup mix. Oh, nice catch, Roach. Got the Pineco. Excellent. Oops. Spraying soup mix everywhere. What else have we got? Chicken, yeah, pasta still cooking, onions, yeah, they're cooling, soup mix in, mustard and vinegar. So, 2 tablespoons of mustard. Yes. Mustard of the Dijon. Oh, sorry, I thought Ziggy had gone, I just kicked her. Okay, so that's one and a bit, whoop. 2 tablespoons of Dijon. Two tablespoons of vinegar. Might ease that back just by half. By a half a tablespoon. Lick the bowl. Oh. Oh, that kicks. Woof. Okay. Chicken broth. Put the rest of the chicken broth in. Alright, how long have we got on? 4 minutes on the pasta? Come on. Out you come. Lick the bowl. Actually, let's use the wooden spoon for this. Get some mixing going. Feisty, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. How you doing this fine day? What have you been up to? I haven't seen you in ages, Feisty. Busy with studies? Okay. Still finding clumps of the mustard. I need to get into that more. Yep. Nope. It's going to be interesting because my stops are solid at room temp. Well, mostly. So I wonder how this is going to go once it's cooked. Alright, so we're sans pasta currently, but we need a tasting. Here we go. Let's get a bit of chicken in there. Okay. Really gets that. There's a lot of French onion in there. So may have gone overboard on that. But we'll see. It may mellow out in the cooking. We are making a chicken pasta bake. That has, the recipe was given to me by Background Rach. And we still need to add the pasta to it, and bake it. But here we are. Right, we've also, she doesn't usually add bacon, but we've added bacon. It's alright, we talked to her about it last night. She's fine. Fine with the addition of bacon. Alright, so let's bring that back to 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. The mustard really isn't kicking. We'll see at the end whether I want to take it back, take the onion soup mix back, or I might have just got a big bit of the powder. I'm doubling the recipe, so I put 2 packets. Let's stop that. Alright. So that means this these should be just about al dente. Perfect. There's that little bit of squeak on the tooth. Drain. Oh. Hot things are hot. Hot things are hot. How you doing?
I'm alright.
Alright. not expect that hot thing to be that hot. I mean, sometimes I put 2 packets in a not double recipe. The original recipe calls for 55 grams, which is not a measurement the soup packets have here. True that. Hey Zephyr, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Well, these are 40 grams, so that's actually less than the original recipe calls for. Alright, maybe I just got a bit that was really, had a lot of the soup bit in it. Let's try it. Let's try another bit. Still there, but it's not. It is reasonably strong flavour. I think I might dial that back to 1. If the cooking process doesn't mellow it out, I'll dial it back to 1. It's gonna be fine. I know. But this is the part of experimental cooking. Doing stuff that you've never done before. You do it as per the recipe, and then you adjust accordingly. Depends which sister it's for. One likes more, one likes less. See? Exactly. Alright, let's throw that in. And look, the pasta's going to absorb some of the flavour as well, so. Easy. I'm right on the edge of what this mixing bowl can handle. Ah, damn it. Camera's frozen again. There we go. So how you doing, Zephyr? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. What have you been up to of late? Damn, note to self. Use bigger bowl. Now, put in a casserole dish. Well, we can do that. I think I might actually need to put this in a proper casserole dish. I don't think I'm going to fit it in a pasta dish, which is usually what I do pasta bakes in. Uh-oh, lost a bit. This is gooey. I know you can't hear it, but it's like sloop, sloop, sloop. Sloopy. There's a step of covering with foil and cooking and then adding cheese and cooking a bit longer. I don't know if yes, you did. You did. You don't do which, Rach? You don't put it in a casserole dish. Oops. Get back in there. All right. Ooh, okay. That's getting a little different. Oh, there goes my hair tie. I've got to get better hair ties. Okay, well, I don't cover it with foil and then cook it and then take the foil off and put the cheese. While I put cheese on no foil and just bake it for 20 to 25 minutes. Yeah, that's fair. Well, just looking. Oh, I reckon it's going to be a tight squeeze, but I reckon we can do it. Dealer's choice on the foil? Alright, no worries. Well, I have a secret weapon for the foil, so... We'll get to lick in the bowl in a moment. Oh look, and that's even... Alright. So I think what the foil does is steam it a little bit. So we might do a bit of that. Once I've got this sort of... Damn, look at that. That was perfect size for this. Alright. So, find the secret weapons. Where are you, secret weapons? I'm drooling into my drawer. Secret weapons! Pizza tables! They go in there and it keeps the foil off. I think we've done this with, this is what we did with the lasagna. So, that's annoying. Okay, foil. Aluminum foil. Aha. Right, so we're going to be throwing this in for 20 minutes. Where is my timer? It's on the interwebs. There it is. 20 minutes. We'll start that off in a sec. Don't kick the cat. Lick the bowl. You finally christened your Cernos. Nice. Nice, Zephyr. Nice catchphrase. Got the bowl door. Pretty much all I've done so far this week in Warframe is just got your Cernos. We had an MR2 join us yesterday. Before the stream on Warframe. It was awesome. Just having the bright-eyed, bushy-tailed MR2 coming along to hang out with the big boys. Oh, big boys and girls, because we also had VP on the stream. Your dish really isn't, well, you know, I did double the recipe, right? So, you know. Her name is Tentacle Monstrous. Initially you wanted to name her Ebritus? You're just doing this on purpose to mess with me, aren't you? After the Bloodborne Great One. Auric snacks on cheese, always. You double it for family dinner? No, but cooking in 2 dishes. Okay, yeah, fair enough. This is the sprinkle on top cheese. Because we've got to have sprinkle on top cheese. Wait, that was a sly bit of cheese there that needed to be dealt with. Speaking of family, Rach, random question that of course you don't have to answer, but how did the family go? Have they found a rental place? Did they, Al? Because I heard you were saying that you'd moved back in to your place, so I assume that they've got themselves a place and they've got it secured, and they're all good now. Yes, I'm excited about the bacon too. Absolutely. I don't remember if I asked you that. Okay, there you go. Skills. The whole thing gone. And no cuts on my finger. Alright, there's the topping cheese. Yes, they did. Oh, awesome. That's excellent. It's not perfect, but it's theirs and they're settling in. Right? I've had a lot of not perfect over the years, and I will take not perfect over can't find every day of the week. The little one of them was the one that... Oh, okay. Right. Oh, jeez. Well, at least they've got a firm base to operate out of. And how's the little one doing? You use the past tense with was, so I assume they're out of hospital and okay? Now I'm just picking at the stuff left on the counter. Just irks me, you know, real estate owners don't seem to care, and there's no speed to processing any applications or anything. Well, they don't. A lot of them don't. That is true. And I think some of it is the landlord. Some of it is poor real estate agents. I took to managing my own property when I just could not find a real estate agent that would do as I requested. You know, like I'd tell them, okay, if the rent's going to be late, but the people tell you that it's going to be late, and then they pay on that, you know, 2-3 days later, whatever, and they pay on that date, that is no skin off my nose. Leave them alone. And you know, an hour late with payments, and they're hounding my tenants, and I'm like, this is not what I want. They told you they were going to be a couple of days late. I knew this was happening when I put them in there. Leave them alone. Now, don't get me wrong. Some landlords are going to be, the second that rent isn't there, go get them. And then, you know, everyone's unhappy. So. And rental auctions, that's the one that really messes me up, is you get people bidding against each other to rent a home. That's like, what the fuck is wrong with people? And I know I swore, but it's worth it to make that point. I do 5. Here we go. Oh, it infuriates me. Oh, he came home just this morning. Nice. Nice. Different thing, I want to manage my own property if I ever rent this place out. There are pitfalls to it. Make sure that you are, before you do, my advice would be to make sure that you are familiar with the rental agreements and how they work, and check in with your rights as the landlord and the tenant's rights, because there is a reasonable list of both, and as long as you have that process there, do that. The other thing, as long as you've got a working knowledge of how that process works, you'll be okay. The other thing I generally do is I hire a real estate agent to find me a tenant. That's it. They go through the application process. They can look up they charge a fee for this, of course, but they can look up the history, the tenant's history. They can say, well, this guy's been kicked out of 3 places already, but this guy has a really good track record. And that's not something without seriously paying money, that you don't have access to that. And it's a lot cheaper to go get a real estate agent to do it, because they've always got access to that stuff. So if you were thinking of doing it yourself, they are the things I would recommend you do before you start. My biggest struggle with my friends all renting is that you can't just fix stuff. Like, it's what I've always done at home, but needing to get permission and whatever just blows my mind. Yes and no. Again, depends on your landlord. Like my tenants, they'll go, hey, can we do this? Yeah, sure. Hey, can we do that? Yeah, sure. Hey, can we do this? Yeah, sure. It's really nothing they have asked to do to the place has it's only ever improved it. So what do I care? They've got a couple of things, like I have my designated plumber and they've got his number and all of that. So if something goes wrong, they just go, we need this fixed, and they call the guy and go, come fix this. And then they call me going, hey, this has happened, we've called Marcus, he's on his way. I'm like, yeah, good, cool, all done. Make sure he bills me. I don't even own this house yet, so if it ever comes up, it'll be a ways in the future. Yeah, fair. Cupboard is broken, so you fix it, but needing to go through the real estate agent to get the owner's permission. That's... This is why I know reasonable people. I have a fair amount of reasonable people in my life, and a lot of the tenants we've had are people that we know. But before they move in, it's always, look, here is the line. You know, yeah, this was my property, but if I want to come into your home, this is now your home, I, as your landlord, have to give you 24 hours notice. If I come in as Potts, or Ulrich, if I come in as Ulrich, then we can hang out, but I can't legally do landlordy stuff, because there has to be this line in the sand. So it's little things like that. Yeah, and look, it's a reasonable people. It's like, just do it. You know, it's fine. Uh-oh. Did I not? Oh God, I didn't start the timer. Okay. Does anyone know when we put this in? How long ago did we put it in? Someone check the VOD. Crap. I reckon we put it in about 10 minutes ago. So I'm going to put it in for 10 minutes. I'm going to turn the timer on. My huge life plan and goal, if I ever strike it rich, I'm going to buy the old South School and make it budget accommodation for women and families down on their luck, and set up a foundation in Mum's name. Nice. There you go. Yeah, I think about 6 months ago, 8 months ago, they opened a help center for men who have been in abusive relationships and have nowhere to go in South Australia. So, and that was like, whew, okay, there's a step forward. Yeah, about 10 minutes. Nice. All right, we'll go for 10. Eventually, I'm going to donate all their stuff to the DV shelter. Yeah, fair enough. So helping those people out, absolutely. All right, well, we've got 10 minutes to go. But I do like it that awareness of all forms of DV is on the rise. So that's a good thing. That more people are able to see it, recognize it, and get around it. Yeah, fair enough, Rach. Oh, I didn't even see there was a liquor tongue. Oops. Right, it might be time for a ginger ale. She was big on that stuff. Whenever I went away, I always had to bring back little soaps and things for her to donate. And whenever she bought me sanitary pads, she bought a pack to donate and stuff like that. She'd always buy extra towels and things when she was getting new ones for us for gifts. Yeah, nice. Well then, yeah, that would sounds like her stuff helping more people like that would make her happy. Excellent. My mother, the quiet revolution. Well, it's like that. What would you rather have? $1 million or $1 doubled every day for a month? You know, if a lot of people do a little thing, then you can make massive change. Which is, you know, what it's all about, isn't it? And it's something that I use when I go places, but it's also kind of, in a way, my philosophy on life is try to leave the place better than you found it. If I can manage that. Oh, don't get me wrong, I don't always get it right. Not even by, but that's what I aim for. It's what you love best. She never made a big deal about it. She just did it because it was the right thing to do. Yeah. Yep. And I don't need a made-up sky bestie to tell me that. I know, of course, none of us do, but we muck up and we learn and we do better, even if we muck up again and we just keep learning. Exactly, right? That's why I like tub thumping, because I get knocked down, I get up again. Not going to keep me down. Naughty gestures. So yeah, I've got a couple of posts to make soon, which are on Facebook, which are going to be interesting. Now that said, I have, as some of you know, I was a bit late kicking off today again, for reasons. So what I'm thinking of doing is, I've been noticing it is getting a bit hectic in the mornings on Thursday mornings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bump back the start of the stream from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. And that just gives me a little bit more time in the morning to set everything up and go shopping if I need to, and all these other bits and bobs. So I think we'll start regular time next week, but then so I can do another announcement. We're going to be moving. I can do a couple of announcements that we're going to be moving the time back, and then the week after that, I'm going to move the time back to 11. So I start a little later, but I'm going to feel better coming into the kitchen, less stressed, because you don't want to put that sort of stress into your food. Yes, just for Thursday. Just for Thursday. Everything, because getting up, turning the computer on and starting up a game, that's nothing. I can do that in 5 minutes. But I actually have to take apart the setup that I have in the studio, bring it out here, reset it all up, and that's before I start cooking. So, but we'll do a few announcements on that. We'll make sure everyone's clear before we kick that off. All right, so we've got a couple of minutes left. That button. All right, we're just going to have a look, see who's on, because we got a little bit of time left, but oh, Meep's on. Hey, Meep. All right, well, there's a few people streaming, so that's nice. Itchy foot, itchy foot. Oh, I have a little bit of gout in my foot. That slowed me down today as well. But that's fine. I will still forget, but I'll turn up anyway. Because you're awesome, Rach. That's why. Because you're awesome. Got some dishes to do today. All right, so next week, I've had a look at, I don't know if I think I've told people about this, but there was a suggestion that I do a pot roast. Problem is, a pot roast takes 4 hours in the oven in its own right. And I really don't want to do here's one I prepared earlier. Because I can, but I don't know. So I may do a pot roast. I may do some filming of it. But I think that will go, that one, if I do that it'll go straight to YouTube, because 4 hours just in the oven is a fair whack of time. That said, as always, if you have recipes, chuck them in the Discord, which reminds me, don't switch, recipes. Dicing an Onion by Gordon Ramsay. Okay, cool. Is that what you threw in? Nice. So we'll get on to that. I'll have a look at that later this afternoon and see how we go. All right, we have got. Where's the timer? There's the timer. 30 seconds left. So, all right, we're gonna call that. And hot things are hot. Get out of the way, Steve. Beep, beep. Whoa, okay. Ooh, okay. Yeah, the flavor. Oh wow, the flavor in this has really changed. Okay. Alright, so I'm thinking that the 250 grams of cheese just isn't enough. Like, this is a nice light sprinkling of cheese, but I don't know. In this house, cheese is good fun. So, spread that back in. And the record pie says for another 5 to 10 minutes. So we'll set the clock for 5. Oh, no, not 50. 5. There we go. We'll just leave it in there for an hour. It's meant to be in there for 5 minutes, but you know. Oops. Sig. Alright, and throw the rest of the can of dry ginger ale. Alright, so there we go. Now, what shall we serve in today? That looks good. Let's go serve with that. Is it ceased again? Yep. Why do you do this? And as if by magic, there is a bowl. Need a fork. 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 There we go. And now in. Alright, so we can cut that cam. How do we cut that cam? That one. Alright, we got that cam for now. Oh, there's Nisa. Hello, Isa. What I really want is a really good spork. I have had sporks in the past. I don't know if I still do. But I had one that was cool. It was two-tined, but it was round, sort of that shape, with the 2 tines on the end. So it was yeah. That was my favorite spork. You have one from Ansett. Oh my god. You're old, Rach. Wow, Ansett. That'd be a collector's item now. Back when rocks were soft. Which was even before Jesus played fullback for Jerusalem. Yeah, that would be a collector's item now. I reckon people would pay real money for that. And they gave you metal cutlery on planes. I have a fork. I'm going to take over this plane with a fork. Yeah. Yeah, you trying to take over my plane with a Stanley knife? Yeah, no, not going to happen. Taking over my plane with a gun? Sure. No. Whatevs, man. You got a gun. I'm good. Ooh, Sol Rock. I don't know if I've got one of those. I do not. a lot of peas and corn and stuff that's hard to get with a fork. I reckon spork is the way to go. Yeah. I reckon mash is the way to go. Yeah, get some mash on your fork and put the mash on your fork, then turn your fork over, dip it in the peas and corn. I too like it, yeah. And it's like you get that nice coating. And, you know, if bits fall off the edge, that's fine. But then you've got this nice coating of mash and peas and corn, and it's just all beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, let's go with that, Rach. Yes, with that. Hey, nice catch, Rach. Got the soul rock. You eat like a nurse? So you inhale food without chewing. Yeah. In the army in basic, that's how they teach you to eat. Is you've got 30 seconds to get food on your plate, shovel it down your mouth, and get back out there, go again. It's like, all right, hot things are hot. All right, let's turn that cam back on. There we go. It's just got this nice little sizzle sound in the background. I don't know. Let's make another dish. Where's the spoon? Spoon. All right, so actually, let's take a picture of the whole thing. Oh, battery power's running low. That's fine. Be fine. Battery too low to use flash. Stop the shakes. Because the picture shouldn't just be about the food in the bowl. It's like how it comes out of the oven. It looks pretty too. Imagine getting this far though and you don't care for it. I've been taste testing as we go, and so far I'm think I'm going to enjoy it. That's okay. That said, it has to be reasonably gross for me not to eat it all, because I really don't like wasting food. Happens, but I don't like it if I can help it. Whoa! Okay. That just splurked everywhere. I was not expecting that to destroy itself coming out, but that's okay. Oh God! Alright, so whoop, there we go. That's how she's looking. Take a quick photo. Oh my God, I've just got to upload my food to Insta. It's gonna happen, you know it, right? All right, let's do this. Let's have a bit of a taste. Mmm. That's interesting. Okay. I'm gonna add just a bit more pepper. I don't think it needs any more salt, so I'm just going to throw in a bit more pepper. Someone that I know likes the thing that I'm trying so they can eat it if they don't like it. Oh, so they can eat it if you don't like it. Right. Oh, there it is. That little bit of extra pepper. So I think the... I think the too much French onion soup. So I'm going to halve that back down to 1. And so it made it just that little bit too salty. But putting the extra pepper in, that little bit of extra pepper at the end, takes some of the salt out of it. Yeah, absolutely, Rach. We did add bacon to the whole thing too, so. Yep, definitely the pepper. And now we're good. I'll be over here. It's going to be very interesting to see how it is tomorrow, because I find these sort of things, you get that top note of the immediate flavors when you cook it and it comes straight out of the oven. But when you've left it in the fridge overnight and it's all had a bit more of a chance to infuse, that changes the flavor too. So it's going to be interesting, I think, because there are still some really strong flavors in this, strong immediate flavors, which is nice. I also think that tomorrow, as those flavors sort of infuse a bit more and mellow out, it's going to be a very different dish. I just find it very easy, and it's generally a hit. It is quite an easy thing when you remember to set the timer. Yeah, it's not sloppy, it's just moist. Like, there's no, in the bottom of the dish, I don't know if you can see that, but oh, hot things are hot. You can see that there's no fluid there. Once it focuses, there's no fluid in the glass. And even if I tilt it a bit, there's no fluid running out. So it's not, it's moist, it's not wet, if that makes sense. Oh god, here we go. Sotiris. How you doing, Sotiris? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. I hope I said that right. We are currently having our meal. Nice. I'm glad I got it right. Yay. So yeah, there we go. Excuse me. Chicken butt. It's killing me. Oh, excuse me. This is what you're trying to do when you're eating and breathing at the same time. It's just not a good mix. Woof. So there we go. There's the pasta bake. Yes, yes, most of the skin made it in, Rach. Absolutely. Just gonna eat some more because, you know, more. You're having a reheated palmy and veg. Okay, nice. Cheers, big ears. Love your face and your face holder. It is nice to have lunch with you, Rach. See, and that's the thing. If I start a little later, then we can all have lunch together. It's fine. Nom 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 nom. Problem? You cook in bulk and freeze? Yeah, me too. Problem with having dinner for lunch is that when dinner rolls around, I don't feel like dinner. Oops. Parma. Yeah, usually palmy. I don't know. Parma, palmy. I don't know. I've heard it said both ways. So, and I've lived enough around the country. In Vic? When is it a Vic thing? Yeah, I don't know. Smiley always said Palmer and didn't like Palmy. Oh, there you go. Yeah, the Victorians are weirdos. Yeah, who knows? Bloomin' Victorians. All right. So, as we're eating lunch and coming to the end of stream, I keep looking at this and go, my hair's turning into ringlets. Oops. I'm getting ringlets. Little ringlets. Keeps drawing my eye. I don't know why, but it keeps drawing my eye. So, there we go. That is, with slight modifications, I think I'm going to put more cheese in it too. But with slight modifications, that is Rachel's, oh, deep breath. That is Rachel's chicken pasta bake. So, thanks for the recipe. I'm going to definitely try this one again, and we'll do the amendments and we'll try it again at some point. One of these days, it's going to get to the point where I'm going to run out of recipes and I'm going to have to go back and cook some again. Oh, and the dough trio. There we go. Let's see if we can catch a dough trio. I do not have one. Ooh. And I'll start yelling in chat halfway through the ultra. Oh, me nom. And now we wait to see. We wait to see if we get it. So, as we're closing down, music. Tweet say for royalty free, no copyright music by Carl Casey at White Bat Audio. Go check him out on YouTube. That's the music we always use for Thursday cooking streams, because I like it. I like it. We will be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock Adelaide time. If you want to know when that is, where you are, scroll down and check out the schedule, and that will tell you when we're on where you are. We'll be back with Valheim. We'll be playing some more Valheim with Wardham, hopefully. Hey, I caught the Dodrio. Nice. We'll be... Thanks, Rach. Be back with some Valheim, playing with Wardham. I did jump in during the week, and I organised the storage, because you do like the Ultra Ball. Yes, I did get back in and I did reorganize the storage, because the storage situation was driving me nuts. I also did a little bit of farming, so we can hopefully go wandering about looking for a new crypt, so that we can not spend half of the day running back and forth trying to save each other's lives. Yay! I love your brain too, Rick, because you're awesome. Yeah, so we'll be back with that tomorrow. On Tuesday, we're back again with some more Raft. We have 3 more areas to do, I think, in Raft. The first couple of areas we slammed through, we just got them done, but at the moment the other areas are taking us pretty much the session to figure out and find everything. So we are getting there though. The raft is getting longer and longer. I actually want to see if it gets to a point where it can no longer sustain itself. Because we've got this little box of raft at the start, and then there's this overhang on the second floor, and eventually it should bottom out. We'll see. We'll see if the devs are going to let us get away with it or not. You like neat and straight and group things too? Yeah. Yep. And I may have gone a little overboard, because there's like a chest with a light and then a signpost, and a chest with a light and a signpost of what's in the chest. And if you need more storage, you put another chest in front of that one, and it just expands this, and it's fine. And it makes me feel good. So yeah, Raft. We are getting there in Raft. Then we'll be back. After that is Wednesday, which is back to Warframe Wednesday on Wednesday evening. And then we've come full circle back to a cooking Thursday. So, eat food. So that's what's coming up in the week ahead. I hope to see everyone again when we come back tomorrow. If not, that's cool. So I'm going to call it there. Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, that was a stream. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for coming in, for hanging out, for just being you and watching along. Even if you're just watching along and didn't make it into the chat, that's cool. Whatever you are comfortable with is always good. So I will hopefully see everyone tomorrow, and until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Don't forget to check the description for any links I may have left there. If you like the video, please press like or subscribe to my channel. Next video in the series is up here. Until then, stay safe, have fun.